In this video, we will see how to solve multiplication with polynomials. In this first example, we have a monomial, which is one term, times a trinomial. When we have something like this, what we want to do is multiply our first monomial, so 2x, times every term in our polynomial. So we will start by multiplying 2x times 3x second power. First, we multiply the coefficients. 2 times 3 is 6. Then we multiply our variables. X times x squared is x third power. Because remember rules of exponents, that when we multiply two variables with the same base but different exponents, what we do is that we keep the base, but we add the exponents, 1 plus 2. Because remember that when we have just the x, it means that it's to the first power. So 1 plus 2, that would give us x to the third power. Okay, so we will apply this rule in all our multiplications. Now we multiply times the second term. And make sure that we have the correct signs. So positive times negative, negative. 2 times 1, 2. X times x, x second power. Now we multiply times the third term. Positive times positive, positive. 2 times 5, 10. And since we have just one variable, we keep the x. Now we need to check that if we have like terms, we can simplify. And if it's not ordered from highest to lowest exponent, we must order our answer. But in this case, we don't have like terms, and it's already ordered in order of degree from highest to lowest exponent. So this is our final answer. Now let's see when we have to multiply more than one term times a polynomial in our second example. In this second example, we have a binomial times a trinomial. So no matter how many terms we have in our polynomials, when we multiply, what we want to do is make sure that each term in our first polynomial has been multiplied times each term in our second polynomial. So that's what we are going to do in this one. And this method applies to any number of terms in our polynomials. So we need to make sure that our first term, in this case for a, is multiplied times every term in our second polynomial. So let's start with our signs. First we have positive times positive, positive. 4 times 5, 20. A times a second power. Remember that we added our exponents, 1 and 1, we got 2. Now we need to multiply for a times the second term, times negative 2c. First we multiply these signs. Positive times negative, negative. 4 times 2, 8. A times c, ac. Notice that in this case, we don't have the same base. That's why we don't add the exponents, because we can't add them if they don't have the same base. So when they're different, like in this case, a and c, we just write them together, showing that they're being multiplied. Now let's multiply 4a times plus 1. Positive times positive, positive. 4 times 1, 4, and the a stays like that. 4a times 1, 4a. We're done multiplying the first term times every term in the second polynomial. Now we need to multiply the next term, 3c. 3c times 5a, positive times positive, positive. 3 times 5, 15. C times a, ca. But the correct order is in alphabetically, so it would be ac. ac. Now we multiply 3c times the second term. Positive times negative, negative. 3 times 2, 6. C times c, they have the same base, so I add the exponents. C squared. And now we multiply 3c times the third term. Positive times positive, positive. 3 times 1, 3. And since we only have one c, we keep the c. 3c times 1, 3c. Okay, with this, I am done multiplying. But now I need to check if I have it in the correct order of degree and if I can simplify like terms. We notice that we do have like terms. We have ACs negative 8 AC, and positive 15 AC. We can go ahead and simplify that. So we will be writing our answer in correct order of degrees and simplifying at the same time. So the highest exponents we have is a squared and c squared. Both are squared. So now if they have the same power, we go alphabetically. A comes before c, so we write that one first. So our first term would be 20a squared, and then negative 6c squared. Okay, now that we're done with the second power, we go with the first power exponents. And they're all of them first power, so we go alphabetically. 4a would be first, positive 4a. Now comes our like terms, the ACs, and we simplify them. Minus 8ac and positive 15ac gives us 7ac, plus 7ac. And finally, our last term, the c, plus 3c. Okay, now we double check. We have it in the correct order of degree, and we don't have like terms anymore, so we can simplify, and this is our final answer. So this process is the same when we have longer polynomials. We can keep solving like this. Make sure that we multiply each term in our first polynomial times every term in our second polynomial. But when this becomes longer, we get a longer polynomial in our answer that we have to simplify and order in degree. So to simplify that process, there's a method to write our multiplications vertically in order of degree, so our final answer is already arranged and simplified. So that's how we're going to do this one. First, I'm going to write the first polynomial. 5m third power minus 7m second power plus 4m minus 6. Now I'm going to write beneath that my second polynomial. 3m second power minus 5m plus 2. Okay, notice that I wrote my polynomials to the right side. So this method is very similar to normal multiplications that we do by hand, with the slightly difference that we are going to solve it from left to right. That means that I'm going to start with my 3m second power times 5m third power, and then go to the right, okay? So we start with our signs, positive times positive, positive, 3 times 5, 15. M squared times m third power gives me m fifth power. Remember, 3 plus 2, 5. Now we multiply times my next term, negative 7m squared. Positive times negative, negative. 3 times 7, 21. M squared times m squared gives us m fourth power because we have 2 plus 2. Then I continue with the third term. Positive times positive, positive. 3 times 4 gives us 12. M second power times m is m third power because I added the exponents 2 and 1. And now I multiply the 3m squared times the last term, which is minus 6. Positive times negative, negative. 3 times 6, 18. And I keep the m second power. Okay, now that I'm going to multiply my second term, the negative m, times every term in our first polynomial, first I need to check what answer will I get and in what degree is my answer. I'm going to multiply m times m third power, and I'm going to add the exponents. That means that I'm going to get m fourth power. I need to check that first because that means that I need to write my answer beneath the m fourth power. That way I will have it arranged in like terms, and it will be easier to add in our next step. Okay, I'm going to erase that little mark because I'm going to write where I wrote that. Okay, so now I start by multiplying minus 5 times everything. So negative times positive, negative. 5 times 5, 25. M times m third power is m fourth power. Now I continue with the 7m squared. Negative times negative, positive. 5 times 7, 35. M times m second power is m third power. Okay, now the next term, negative times positive is negative. 5 times 4 is 20. M times m is m squared. Okay, now my next term, negative times negative, positive. 5 times 6 is 30, and I just have the m. Okay, notice how since I just checked the first term, the m fourth power, and all the other terms are already beneath its like term. Okay, now I continue with the last term in our first polynomial, and I need to multiply that times every term in our other polynomial. Okay, I start with the 2 times 5. Positive times positive, positive. 2 times 5 is 10, and our answer is m to the third power. Okay, positive times negative, negative. 2 times 7m second power is 14, m second power. I continue, positive times positive, positive. 2 times 4 is 8, and it's 8m. And finally, positive times negative, negative. 2 times 6 is 12. As you can see, in each column, I have like terms. That makes it easier now to add as a column. So our last term is by itself, so I keep the negative 12. Now I add 30 plus 8. That gives me 38. And this is our column of m. Now the next column, minus 18, minus 20, minus 14. That gives me minus 52. And it's m second power. Okay, now our next term, 12 plus 35 plus 10. That gives me 57, m to the third power. Next column, minus 21 minus 25. That gives us minus 46, m fourth power. And our last number is by itself, so we write it 15, m fifth power. Okay, so as you can see, I don't have to simplify anymore because I don't have like terms, and it's already arranged from highest to lowest exponent. So for longer polynomials, this is a good way to have our process in order. Okay, so this was how to solve multiplications with polynomials. Thank you for watching this video.